Welcome back to the PulseChain channel. We are just we're gonna cover some things to make it more understandable what we're doing in these videos. There's been a few questions, and I just want to make it perfectly clear. So we're talking about being able to recompound your single-side staking. We talk about doing a 60-20-20 split or a 60-30-10 split. All that is 60% back into your PLSX bag, 20% into your stable coin, 20% or 10%, 30% or 10% into either stable or keeping that third party coin. It's whatever you would like to do. So we're getting this idea from PulseX. During the test phase early, they had a single side staking pool where you could stake your PLSX for PRT. This pool is no longer live. You can see in the live pools it's gone. So it's in the finished pools now. But where this has come from, where this idea came from, I believe it originated at PancakeSwap on the Binance chain. So here you can see in PancakeSwap, you can stake Cake, right? This is PancakeSwap's DAO and staking coin. You can stake Cake for Antex, XCN, CHR, whatever that is, Anchor, Gal, Mix, right? So what you're going to do when we recompound these weekly, you're going to take the coins that you've earned. Maybe you're in all of these pools. Maybe you're in one and you only like one coin. You're going to take whatever you've earned, and just like we show here, you're going to take 60% of it, 80% of it, 100% of it, whatever that number you want to be. You're going to recompound that into PLSX. So you're going to sell your third-party coin. You're going to sell this mix coin, this gal coin, this anchor coin back into PLSX, or on the syrup pools here on PancakeSwap, you're going to sell it back into Cake. Again, on PulseX, you're going to sell it back into PulseX. So you're going to go to exchange. You're going to choose that third-party coin. Let's say it's the incentive coin. You're going to choose PLSX. PLS, you're going to choose whatever. You're going to hit change, and you're going to choose 60% or 50% or 100%. Now, with what's left over, you're going to decide, do you really like that third party coin? Maybe you keep the other 40% in third party coin, right? Maybe it's a protocol that you really like. I always suggest swapping some of it to a stable coin and keeping that in a side bag for if everything tanks, right? Because then you have some good stable coin that you can reinvest in. And maybe you catch a 5x, on what would that be, like a 50% dip or something, right? Whatever a 50% dip would be. I guess that would be a 2x, but right. So you'd be able to capture a larger size base coin or PulseX or Cake for stablecoin that you set aside that's unaffected by the market. Now that does mean obviously you don't ride the ups, but you also don't ride the downs. So it's like a little hedge. It's a good healthy hedge. And then the last 10%, if you want it to be 0, great. If you want to be 20, whatever, you keep as that third party coin. So again, 60% back to Cake or back to PLSX in our case. 60% back to PLSX. 30% back to stable, and 10% kept in that third party coin. And the percentages that I've gotten that I'm using in these spreadsheets, you can mess with them as much as you want, are from average staking. Right now, you can see here that the APY for a Cake pool is around 45%. So yeah, you see right now the pools are very low, right? You see this one's 91%. Everything else is 15 to 20. These go way up when we're not in a bear market. When we're in a bull market, you see them anywhere from 30 to 85% APR. So that's not even compounding. That's just leaving it there. So I chose something in the middle and decided 48%. And then we're compounding weekly, right? So if I go APR to APY, I bring up an APR to APY calculator, okay, and I say our APR is 48%. I'm going to compound once a week, so 52 periods of compounding once a week, 61.252% APY. Okay, from a 48% APR. So if I take this 61 number, go to a nice little calculator here, this number, divide it by 12. So monthly, that would be 5.08, right? Well, we are looking at quarterly gains in our spreadsheet. So we're going to take 5.08 times it by 3, 15.24, right there. So that's the APR that we're using here, or APY that we're using here on these spreadsheets. You can see it right here. So our APY off weekly compounds, off of 48% APR, is going to be 15.3%, right? That's roughly what we got when we checked our monthly or our quarterly returns off of 48% APR. Weekly compound gives us an APY of 61%. All right, so now for the spreadsheet. You all should be able to use these. Some of them I'm needing to enable the ability to share. I apologize for that. But when you come up to these from the videos, you should be able to go to, File, and click on Make Copy. So if I open up an incognito window here, come here, I open up this thing, I hit File, Make Copy, boom, I can make a copy. This opens, you can see it has copy of PLSX ETH overlay, and I can now edit these, right? I can edit all of these. I suggest that you only edit the ones in red. To figure out the APR or APY for something else, just choose a number and go do the APR calculator. So I would suggest that you just mess with these and this custom price one, right? This, like, guess what the price is going to be, basically. So you should be able to change your initial investment. You should be able to change this if you want. You can change all of these if you want. You can also put a random number here. So instead of having $1,000 divided by 1 cent, maybe you have an initial coin value. Maybe you have 50 million coins. So 50, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, right? 50 million coins. Well, there you go, right? All of these is updated for a starting value of 50 million coins. So yeah, I hope there's, also, so you can come in here and change the amount that you want to compound. Make this a little bit bigger. You can come right here and change the amount of PLSX you want to recompound. Maybe you want to do 100% and 0% in all these. Well, we can come here, I can delete that, I can delete that, and I can put 1. So we can see now that we are compounding 100% of our PLSX. So let's take a look at our end number. Okay, with ETH overlay, we're looking at $25 million by the end of year 2 in a month, or I think that'll be 2 in 1 quarter, maybe 2 in a month. But so instead of $25 million, if we just do a flat 100% in the PLSX, 25 mil all the way up to 41 mil, right? But what if we see a 90% drop, or an 80% drop, or a 70% drop? Well, that's why we have the ability to set aside a bag of stable, or in this case, you'll see it written as powder, right? Total powder, that's total stable coin on the side. So let's say we see, instead of a 25 mil, remember the other side we had 41 million. So let's put 41 mil, right? We had 41 million. But let's say we're here, and let's say right here we see a 90% drop. So we're going to times this by 0.01, 0.1, right? So 10% of what we have here. We have a 90% drop. Well, now we're looking at 2.5 mil, right? Well, good thing we have another 1.1 mil here. So just so you guys can see, I'll do a plus that equals that. So instead of being at 2.5 million off of a 90% drop, or in this case, right, if we had 4.1 million, instead of being here at a 90% drop, we're now at 2.5. So instead of being 4.1, now we're at 3.6. Our coin value will be higher because we're buying in at a 90% drop. We have this third-party token. We got powder on the side. And when we go back up 90% and we keep compounding, it's just going to get exponentially better. Now, this number is not as good as fully compounding 100%, but it leaves you the ability to not sell off PLSX throughout the time. It leaves you the ability to have stablecoin go into other projects, as well as have this third-party token. All right, some of these are going to 10x, some of these are going to 100x, some of them will go to 0. If you like them, keep them. If you don't, sell them. Right, sell them for more dry powder. So let's say the average is a 5. Right? Well, now you're looking at another 1.8 mil. So if we not just add that, but we also add, if we also add this one, now we're looking at way more than just 100% into PLSX. Right now we have basically 54 million when this 90% down draw happens. Right. Let's say we retrace back to all-time highs, and let's just do that times 10. We go back up another 10x. Well, instead of 50 or 41 million, now we're looking at 54 million because you put this on the side. One of these coins did really good, or in this case, the average of all these coins was a 5x. Maybe it was a 2x average across the board. Well, you're still looking at being 2 mil up because you put aside a couple different bags, a couple different pots of money in different assets. So that's how you're going to use these spreadsheets. Again, you need to be logged into a Google account. Go to File, click Make Copy. I suggest you only mess with the red ones. You might error out this entire spreadsheet if you do the wrong things. Thank you so much. See you on the next one.